Oh, my goodness. Is it morning already? Time to start the show. Once they're in the morning, grab a cup of coffee. It's intro.
Entire weekend.
Whoa! Mr. Producer is supposed to be out of the shot. I'll take it. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. It's me, Freddy the Yeti. You know, thank you. And yeah, that's it was tough. Oh, waking up today. It's warm. It's another hot one. It's been hot. It's been hot and muggy. We've gotten quite the heat wave. I will say. I will say. I've been sweating buckets in my sleep. Oh, that's right. My fur is drenched. I started late because I was just trying to blow dry my hair, my fur. Mm. So yeah, it's okay. We're at summertime. Yetis don't like the summer, but here I am, hot, and just boy, oh boy. So I had a good time. Tuesday, I didn't have the monster in the morning on Tuesday because I was meeting friends for breakfast in Boston. That was nice. That was good, and we went to the park, and then we had a good day. We had a we had a fine and fantastic morning. That's right. That's right. Yep. Yep. I will say that it was hot then too. It was hot then too. We had to we had to buy a whole bunch of water and stuff. Yeah, yeah. It has been too hot. But okay, we're gonna start with the topics today, I guess. And, well, the talk of the town will be the talk of the town. Oh, oh, hey, David Glennie, you're back. Okay, yeah, I'm here as well. Um, so the talk of the town has been the acolyte for some time now, and well, let's just let's get onto the computers and let's see what we got here. There we go. All right. Let's share there. Here we go. All right. All right. I got this from Gator's my researcher. He says um I've seen no. This person Ash says I've seen no online threats about her. At least on X. Maybe on Instagram. I know she does the Instagrams, but I don't do Instagram. I'm sorry. She's an attention-seeking Democrat. Yeah, let's be fair. That's true. Um, or D-list celebrity. Oh goodness. Yeah, she's barely a D-list celebrity, but I guess that's more accurate because let's be honest, she's not very good. Um, though she does have her, you know, people do see her. Um, the truth is, Star Wars: The Acolyte sucks, and Her performance is terrible. Yeah, it's very you know, it's not racist. It's not racism. Her performance is just weak and horrible. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Nobody's saying anything about her skin color or any of her facial features. It's just her in general is detestable. Sorry, but we got a clip from The View. Oh, well, you know how those clips from The View are. They they only have one view, and it's very icky.
Have received horrific racist backlash, including threats and what you call intolerable racism. That is
Okay, yeah, that is her words. Yes, yes. And this person called Sunny, she is actually insanely racist to white people. I should know. I'm a Yeti. She thinks I'm a racist. I'm like, I'm not even human. I'm a god darn Yeti. All Yetis are white. She's racist. But let's see what the racist says to the other racist, right?
is your quote. Can you talk about that a little bit and what has that been like?
Yeah, absolutely. And I really
So you can see the facial cues right there. You see those facial cues? She's like looking off into the side, and she's like digging in. It's like, okay, so I have prepared this, and if I remember my script, I have to say this talking point, and this talking point. Yeah, generally going through the old, well, the non-player character meme. Yeah, she's essentially she's bringing up her code.
appreciate you giving me the space to speak about it.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah. This space to speak about it. Yeah, yeah. This morning television for very one-sided audience, and yeah, yep, yep. And everyone's just like, it's like she has no privilege. No, she has all the privilege. What a privileged piece of
It's been very
work.
painful for me. It's not something that I think you can emotionally prepare for.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it hasn't been painful at all for you. I'm pretty sure everything has been like just laid out on a silver platter, and then you're like, oh wait, you know what? You know what? I think it was a little distressing for her. Everything has been on a silver platter for her, but people she was hoping she would be like the princess that walks on and 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 waves to the crowd, and everyone's cheering. He's like, we love you, princess." And no, nobody likes you because you're just terrible at everything. You know what I mean? Like you have to actually have like decent merits, and if all her like talking points and stuff like that outside of the the show itself. And she was very like relatable, kind, and all this stuff. Um, was she was a good person, right? Good person. Um, we'd actually be we'd be all up for her, but no, she's not. Um, she's a she's a very um right racial progressive activist, I guess you could say. BLM and all that stuff was that's another bucket of ugh. um and she's and also that one video that she made on Juneteenth, that made up holiday. um she was very yeah, that was just a hit track, that was a diss track to just people in general. And it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, you're someone who's not nice, so we don't have to like you because you're being not nice. It's kind of simple, actually. You know what I mean? You want to be loved universally. You have to be nice, like Mister Rogers. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
And we welcome criticism of the show when it comes to
Sure.
storytelling or performance.
Yeah, yeah, you get a lot of criticism, a heck of a lot of criticism, and you're probably thinking that storytelling and performance is the only thing that's bad. And no, it's not the only thing that's bad about the show. The hair and makeup, terrible choices, terrible choices. Design, terrible choices. Um, the production is mediocre. Um, Set design looks okay. Some of it looks okay, and some of it's total trash. Um, yeah, yeah.
But when it comes to death threats, horrific, violent, racist language,
Okay. Yeah, show us receipts. Show us receipts because um, I, I'm saying it didn't happen, and this person Ash has yet to see it, and I've yet to see it, and I'm thinking it's just it's one of those things, right? It's like people give you legitimate criticism, and you're like, oh, people are threatening me. People are threatening my life. Yeah, yeah. People just cry wolf. People cry wolf all the time, especially on the internet. And and it's not even like the fact for crying wolf is it's just a diversion for being accountable for the legitimate criticized things, right?
it's unacceptable to me. And I've had to
Yeah, you know what is unacceptable? Your actions have been unacceptable.
think really deep and hard about
Have received horrific.
Oh, yeah, we're done with that. Well, let's see what Star Wars Theories has to say. Think about that. Oh, hey there, Star Wars Theory. What do you think?
Episode is just so convoluted and confusing that it just does not make any sense whatsoever. Not only do the characters not even know what they want, Hymir's killing, then all of a sudden he wants Osha, then they have some sort of like a weird sexual tension, and which is so strange. I'm still having a hard time getting over the fact that he's standing there and she thought it would be a good idea to write that, yeah, it's going to be this really cinematic moment with a lot of tension and emotion where he's trying to hold the bridge for these two like 50-pound girls to stand on it instead of just picking them up both with the force and then bringing them to him. He literally runs like a regular human and tries to grab her at the last second. George understood the world and the confines that he created within Star Wars. This
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was about to say it's not very good. It's not very good.
show is constantly just breaking lore. He doesn't understand the Force, doesn't understand anything to do with the characters, how Jedi work, how they operate. What the hell? Who are these Jedi? They're also emotionally confused. The only one that wasn't composed was Anakin Skywalker, and that's why
Well, let's be fair. It's the directing. It's the directing.
he stood out. This is probably the worst Star Wars project I have ever seen in my entire life. I would rather watch 50,000
And he's a
hours
big
of
Star Wars
Andor
fan.
bricks and screws.
I goosed the
He's as
trigger.
big as Gator as a Star Wars fan. Yep. My goodness, we're stopping there. We're going back. My God. Whew. My Lord. Oh. Oh, good morning, Ironcaster. Good morning. Yes. Yeah. Lightsaber physics are terrible. Oh yeah, you mean like the floppy light whip that is didn't make any sense on how it goes, but they're like, oh, it says all CGI. We can all make it whatever we want. I wish we had those sticks again. You know what I mean? The CGI sticks, and you know, we actually get some better, get some good contacting and people actually practicing their lightsabers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just telling you, many a 10-year-old child uh, who have grown up, maybe they're in their 40s, maybe they're in their 30s, maybe they're in their uh, mid to early 20s. Um, that we're watching the Phantom Menace, we're watching the all the Star Wars, and we're practicing in the woods, you know, uh, click clacking on the with sticks, pretending they're lightsabers, until they came out with real lightsabers, and we click clack with those until they broke, and then we put those aside and grabbed the sticks and smacked each other with sticks. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like that. You know what I mean? That was great. That was a great time for imagination. You know what I mean? and those fights were more epic than the fights that we get in the series like The Acolyte or The Last Jedi. You know what I mean? Yeah, we have. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Everyone in there. Yeah, a group of friends and we're all playing Star Wars, right? Right. We're all grabbing a lightsaber and we're pretending we're Jedi, and other ones are like, oh, we're Sith. You know what I mean? It was good. We're all doing spinning moves. We're all using the Force to push or choke each other. You know, no, and then Force lightning and stuff like that. You know, it's it's kind of hard to it's how Star Wars has gone. You know what I mean? We've had worlds and worlds of story crafting, right? Lots of lore being written in through the the original content, through the expanded universe, or what we call Legends now, um, through some of the cartoons, the comics, and all that stuff. But no, we're gonna give it to someone who says, "What's your favorite Star Wars?" You know, it would have been really cool if she referenced like a book. She referenced something of something like that. It would be great because we would have realized that Miss uh, Lesbian Headache or Headlamp, headlamp. You know what they say. They uh, she doesn't know Star Wars, obviously. What's her favorite Star Wars? Her favorite Star Wars is all Star Wars. Like, there is no one Star Wars, there's just Star Wars. And I think I'm pretty sure she practiced that, Paul. That's a very politician answer, you know what I mean? And, it's a politician that knows that liking something is popular and it will run good with other people, but they don't actually know it, so they'll lie about liking it. Yeah, that's what she did. And why would she lie? She's not being a politician. Well, she is the producer creator of the series that she got carte blanche control over from the the big dumb freaking coffee lady. What's her name? Kathleen Kennedy. That's essentially what's been happening. It's is uh, it's been distressing. It has been distressing. Honestly, we skipped around a bit after a nip and nag. Yes, Tuesday. We kind of went to sleep, and then we woke up. I woke up late, very late, so that's why there was no monster in the morning. But yes, we did we did one of those. Oh, I might as well watch it. Talk about it. I guess everyone else is gonna watch it and talk about it. But we really didn't want to. You know what I mean? Like Kenobi, we had hope, right? Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. That one was disappointing. That one I was saddened for how bad it was. The Book of Boba Fett, it had its fun moments. It really did. There were far and few becoming, but it's this is one of my favorite characters. Boba Fett was in it. Yeah, that was something. That was something. I mean, we had the Beetleborg bots and the scooter kids. The scooter kids was weird. That was a weird dynamic. I don't know who greenlit that bit, but yeah. Um. Oh, Mr. K. Roberts. Good morning. Yes. Well made, to Louisville. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Used to live near Louisville, though, did you, Dave? Well, this is good. Good old David Glenn. Yep. Yeah. I'm surprised. David Glenn, he lives everywhere. Yes. He is the omni mod. It's true. It's true. All right. Um What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about uh the, the Star Wars fans who are not actually fans. You know what I mean? And it's tough, and it's let's be honest with this thing, right? Right? Um, uh, she didn't want to write Star Wars. She wanted to write her own little fan fiction thingy, and she wanted that one person to be in it. What's her name? Amanda Steenberg, Steam shit, whatever. Um, she wanted her to be in it, and it was kind of weird, right? She didn't want the best actor. No, she wanted her. Is she the best actor? Have you seen The Acolyte? No, she's not the best actor at all. She's actually one of the worst actors. Um, I'm sure there might be like some random like extra that's a worst actor, but honestly, I think half the extras are probably better actors than her. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it, and I'm not saying it as a racist way either. Like you said in the View, I'm saying your performance is trash, garbage, refuse, just stinky, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And the story is boring, confusing, um, lore breaking in a bad way. Yeah. I mean, those are criticisms you welcome, right? You just said it on The View. The Disney owned ABC show, The View. Yep. There's no bias in that whatsoever. Oh, wait, there is. No. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Oh, hey, Mariella. Yeah. We have we have the beautiful, the lovely, the Mariella. Good morning, she says. Yes. And hail to the chat. Yes. Oh, kissy kissy. Yes. Yes. Well, apparently she's been listening in, and she says, listening to the show is woke agenda pushing crap. Oh, you're talking about The View or The Acolyte? Well, actually, both are true. So, yeah. Uh, they do those things on purpose, and they hide behind the victim "woe is me" mentality. Yes. Yeah, you didn't say mentality, but I read the meaning. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta add a little more. But yes, and it is a mentality, right? It's all in their head, right? It's like just like the death threats that they maybe got, but I doubt it. I doubt they got even like maybe two, maybe two. I'll give you I will give you maybe two legitimate death threats, maybe. But I haven't seen them. I would have called them out because yeah, that stuff is no good. It's just a show. It's just a beloved franchise and all, but it is just a show. It's no worth. It's not worth um that kind of like craziness and insufferable racism. They said. Well, when you're being insufferably racist, um, you tend to catch what you give. You know what I mean? People people's tend to project what's being projected upon them, right? So if you're mean and nasty, people are gonna act mean and nasty to you. If you're if you're if you're sweet, charming, and understanding, people will be very understanding towards you. You know what I mean? No, it's it's being a good person. You know what I mean? Like being an actor used to be like well, nowadays it's all about being an activist. You know what I mean? Being an actor is being an activist. Now, it used to be you have to be respectable, professional, and 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 good-hearted. You know what I mean? Because because that's your craft. Your craft is to make people like you. People want to watch your films, right? Uh, it's I want to go watch the next Humphrey Beauregard film. You know what I mean? Because he's cool. He's tough. He's understandable. You know what I mean? He's he's living the high life, but he's he's tipping his hat to the working man and saying hi to the ladies respectably, and all that stuff, right? And then we got scandals happening, and that would just ruin their lives. Nowadays, it's just like everyone's like happy and they promote their own scandals because they're not scandals anymore. They're just the status quo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unless you got like unless it's politically antagonistic. Like the Me Too movement. Oh my God, people were scared about the Me Too movement because it's just people doing normal stuff that in some ways it was a good thing. It initially started out with the best intentions, you know what I mean? But just like the road to hell, paved with the best intentions, and then what happens when you pave you pave the road to hell? You're trying to go to the good place, but now you're going to the bad place. Why? Because everyone's slinging their paved stones down and then just dragging us all down with them. You know what I mean? You know, it's terrible how that works. It is. Oh, hey, Carlos Fish. What's going on? Hey, we got um, was this W Daisy Girl Williams? Good morning. Oh, I like that picture. We got a banana and coffee, huh? Well, that's a good snack. It's a good snack. I had a muffin and coffee. I like to eat muffins. Yes, yes, especially in the morning. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you. Smiley faces. Also, they can't cry. Racism. The House of Dragons is awesome, and and they're not pushing anyone's race. My favorite character is uh, what is it? All those dragon names. Valserian or oh gosh, I'll just yes that's good. That's a good person. Yeah, yeah, or not a good person. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've yet to watch it. I'm actually letting it cook because I'm planning on just binging it later. But everyone's loving it, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't wait. Then we've been busy in the snack pit. Yeah. Over here in the snack house, it's been indeed a big one. You know what I mean? But I will say this. The House of the Dragon. Um, there's a lot of characters, and they were blackwashing some characters too. We'll say that. We'll say that. But here's the thing: they didn't poke and prod at it, and and it was funny because the way they wrote it in to adapt into the other story, and it's quite obvious and everything. And it's just like, okay, they made this. They made this actually work. You know what I mean? They made it work, and they didn't cry racism. They just acted their darn hearts out. They acted their hearts out. They made us believe it. And you know what we say to that? We say kudos to you. The story made sense. The acting was amazing. You know what I mean? Just like Amanda Steinberg, Steamshit or whatever her name is. She said about about the criticism online, right? Right. It was everything was great, and you know what the actress said off screen, off camera, out in public, and into the ether of the internet. You know what they said? Nothing. They let their acting talk for them. What a novel concept, right? Right? Sometimes the best thing to say is to say nothing. You know, is to show and not tell, right? Sometimes you can show and tell, you know what I mean? You got to promote your stuff, but if you're telling us it's amazing, you could do this crazy trick, and it's time for you to do your crazy trick, and it's nothing special. Well, then we're gonna be like, what the heck? You know what I mean? Same with actors. It's like, oh, this was amazing performance, the best ever. We always, I mean, tell me if you haven't heard that before. You know what I mean? Have you heard that before? I've heard it like too many times, way too many times. It's like, oh, this is the best that show of its kind. You're gonna love it. You're just gonna rave about it. You're gonna want all the T-shirts. You're gonna want all the action figures. Oh my goodness! I was blown away. I was at tears when I read the script. Oh my goodness! It was amazing. The script was amazing. The directors, all the cast, it's all amazing. Blah 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 blah. We always get that stuff, right? Right? And there's a promotion, right? Well, that stuff's like step one, and then step two is like we're getting the trailers, we're getting everything else, and it's just like they'll be like, oh, so the people who are being racist, the people who are being sexist, the people who are being xenophobic, you are no this and that fan. Yeah, yeah, that's what they have to say. They have the boilerplate announcements. You know what I mean? The boilerplate denouncement. We don't need a boilerplate denouncement. What we need is a boilerplate coming together. You know what I mean? It's like all you need. What you do need is like it's like I know the trailer might not be the best showing, but I guarantee you, if you watch the film or you watch the show, you're gonna like it. You know, something like that. Yeah, yeah. It's like it's noble to fight racism. Well, no, it's not. It's not noble now. It's the status quo, and you're not gonna get a cookie for doing something like that. You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to make it a big problem when it's not a big problem. Okay, yeah, there are wackadoodles online who say wackadoodly things, but you know, if you're making an ant out of a molehill, well, guess what? Guess what? That's just a pile of ish. Yeah, yeah. Nobody wants to get near your pile of shit. That's just how it is. That's essentially what we're doing here, right? You look at her. Oklahoma favorite Will Rogers. Will Rogers. Awesome. I love to quote him. Oh yes. Oh boy, oh boy. Wow. A whole bunch of 7 people here. No. So okay. Well, I guess this has been the Star Wars show for a little bit. But we'll say this. I will say this. Last night or Tuesday night's episode of the Star Woke, it wasn't a new episode. I will say that it wasn't a new episode. It was an older episode. Just looked on a certain point of view, right? I mean, there was some new stuff, but it was the flashback. It was the taking of the children, kind of retelling of that story, and yeah, it was dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb. It was So they were trying to find divergence, right? And I was like, "What the heck is this even?" And then I watched in the Star Wars theories, just like, "Oh no, this is just like Qui-Gon Jinn finding divergence in the Force." I'm like, oh my God, they're trying to, they're trying to, they're trying to say Anakin Skywalker is not that important. You know what I mean? I mean, Anakin Skywalker, he is the chosen one, right? He brought balance to the Force. He took out the great Emperor Palpatine. You know what I mean? Some people think Luke Skywalker did. No, it was Darth Vader. And Darth Vader wasn't Darth Vader. Darth Vader turned into Anakin at the very end of the movie, right? It's like I watched the original series. Oh my goodness. So they're trying to take away like the importance of that character and trying to jam it into their characters. Yeah, you know what kind of writing style that is? It's fan fiction. Yeah, there's a quoted term from fan fiction. It's called a Mary Sue. Everyone knows Ray Palpatine, or is it Ray Scott? I don't know. It was the Ray character, right? Everyone called her a Mary Sue, and and of course she is. She was and is still is, you know. But Leslie Headland, she wanted uh her well, let's just say this is uh the chosen one, you know, the Mary Sue type character, um as well as twins and stuff like that. One's an evil Mary Sue and the other one's a good two shoe Mary Sue. Yeah, yeah. And let's be honest. Um Maybe not the most like boilerplate Mary Sue, because you know she's not like super smart, and she's not like, you know, but everyone tends to like her. You know what I mean? Tends to, even when they don't trust her, they tend to trust her, right? If she says something and they're gonna be like, I believe you. You know what I mean? That happened like way too many times. It's like conflict happens, but guess what? It it is instantaneously solved. That's why this story's boring. That's it's like it's like we get drama, we get conflict, and 2 seconds later it's been solved. It's done. We're done. There's no problem solving. There's no there's no sleuthing around. There's no getting back to um you know the field of neutrality. No, there's nothing of that sort. It's just, here's the problem. Oh, guess what? It's already solved. Congratulations. And we're all like, wait, you know what? You can't just do that. We need we need some more. You need a little more conflict. You need a little more this and that. You know what I mean? And even the antagonist, the Smiler Ren, everyone's calling him. You know, the Asian um uh uh, what's his name? What's his name? I don't know. I don't know. But the Smilo Ren, we all call him Smilo Ren, right? Because he's wearing the Kylo Ren mask with the smiley face. And let's be honest. Let's be honest. That character, he it was a curveball. I will say he was a curveball. I was like, oh wow, it's that guy, that wimpy guy. Well, I guess he's not a wimpy guy. He's actually a badass. Okay, that's not bad. He's kind of like the Clark Kent of the Sith, I guess. Um, well, you know, that was kind of interesting, but then, you know, it's like, okay, what's his motives? What's going on? You know what I mean? And his motives is just he just wants an apprentice. You know what I mean? An apprentice, and they're kind of making him like a little thirsty. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. They're trying to like they're trying to get the audience all thirsting over him, and and they want him like thirsting over like the Osha or the May character. It's kind of weird. Um, it is very weird. It is very fan fictiony. Yeah, yeah. So I even know how bad he is though. Like what's the bad things he's been doing? You know what I mean? Well, besides like going to the forest and killing all the Jedi. Okay, there's that one bit. There's one that bit. Oh, and I guess putting the May character on her um her quest of vengeance. Okay, her revenge plot, which would have been cool, but they've been executing it kind of like haphazardly and just it hasn't been well thought out. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. Ugh. So even their bad guy, they're just giving them conflicting emotions, you know what I mean? And it's not even like the other character is like doing anything to sway his motions. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get it. I don't get it. It's confusing. It's written all wonky doodly, but everyone keeps on talking about it. And I was checking up on the Twitters, and that's how I try to prep for the show, and it's been nothing but that on the news. It's just this, that, acolyte. And there has been some stuff about the Trump and whatnot. I don't want to do political stuff right now. I feel like everyone gets enough of that already. Unfortunately, we still get into political stuff because well, it's in the Acolyte. It's in Star Wars. It's in everything. Wackadoodle was my favorite SNES game. Oh yeah, pretty sure we're good at it. Oh shoot. We've been talking for 42 minutes ish. Nice. And 9:07. Oh, I gotta get ready for work. Unfortunately, Mr. Snacks is opening up the restaurant, so that's how it goes. And Peggy Sue got married, but Mary Sue lived alone with 12 cats. That's right. But she was the youngest ensign ever, and everyone loved her, and Spock and Kirk loved her, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. Apparently, I did see that, and it was weird. Well, the SNES favorite was Area 88. Well, that's a good game. I love that game. The SNES was fun. That was a good game. That was a good gaming system. Yep. All right. I guess gotta hit out the outro. What do we hit? I guess we'll hit the one we always hit. All right, let's check up on Gator because he watched the Acolyte too. Yeah, let's see how he's doing.
Oh, what happened, Freddy?
Gator! What happened? Gator!